Humiliating. Meghan Markle really is trying to write a book, but unfortunately the publishers don't seem to have much faith in her ability to produce something that will actually sell. Hello and welcome back everyone. According to reports, the big book deal that Harry signed with Penguin Random House around the time they stepped back from royal duties was for 4 books total. Of course, in January 2023, Harry released his memoir Spare, so that's one down. But we're still waiting to see what the other 3 books in the deal are going to be. And there have been ongoing rumors that Meghan Markle is working on a memoir of her own, even though we know she basically ghost-wrote Finding Freedom already. But that book wasn't part of the 4-book deal with Penguin Random House as far as we know. So people have been wondering, is Meghan really going to write and release a book of her own? And if so, what on earth could she possibly include in it? Will it just be yet another opportunity for her to trash the royals and paint herself as an innocent victim? Will she overshare about her family and friends? What aspects of her pre-royal life could she write about that would interest anyone? It's a real head-scratcher, and apparently the folks at Penguin Random House are equally puzzled about what Meghan could produce that they could successfully market and sell. According to Neil Seen, who runs a YouTube channel, Meghan has approached some publishers about a potential book that likely wouldn't come out for a few more years. But the publishers are wary about just handing over an advance when they have no idea if Meghan can actually deliver a worthwhile memoir. In the publishing world, asking to see some sample chapters first means they want proof that Meghan has a compelling story to share before they commit any money. The issue is that Meghan can't share any excerpts without tight security, or else the content could leak prematurely and ruin the whole project. Oh no, wouldn't that be just awful? Meghan might have to scramble to overhaul the concept or shop it to another publisher who hasn't seen the leaks yet. If Neil Seen's reporting is accurate, this potential solo memoir isn't even one of the 4 books Harry made the deal for with Penguin Random House. Which makes sense, maybe only Harry is formally contracted for those 4 books. But looking at Meghan's track record, she doesn't have the best history of holding up her end of business deals, does she? The Spotify fiasco is the prime example of how Meghan can take an incredibly lucrative opportunity and completely botch it. That deal was a sweet one for hardly any effort on their part. All Meghan and Harry had to do was produce some vaguely interesting content that people might want to listen to. They didn't even need to hit it out of the park given their built-in audience. Some mediocre podcast content probably would have sufficed. But unfortunately, not only was Archetypes painfully dull, it was also absurdly self-indulgent. As it turns out, people don't actually enjoy hearing Meghan natter on about how amazing she is for hours on end. Who knew? And wouldn't it be wildly entertaining if Meghan is in fact obligated to turn over some sample chapters, only to have them leaked accidentally on purpose because almost nobody can stand her? Then whatever nefarious plan she has to fabricate damaging stories about the royals would be ruined before she got a cent from the publisher. I know I should be a better person and not wish ill on Harry and Meghan. But honestly, given their behavior, it would simply be poetic justice if this book project blew up in Meghan's face. It is funny too that these days, no matter what Meghan tries, she just can't seem to do anything right. She's been laying low in hopes that disappearing from the spotlight for a while will aid her vague ambitions of rebranding and relaunching herself. But other experts have cautioned that if she stays out of sight for too long, the public will largely forget about her. Then when she attempts her big comeback, no one will care anymore. At this point, Meghan really needs to accept that she's finished. Her dreams of a dazzling political career are never going to materialize. She's washed up in Hollywood. She clearly can't write a book, judging by her inability to distinguish a memoir from a novel in her own press. Do you remember that? Just yesterday, I read you an article where Meghan referred to her potential book as a memoir in one sentence, then called it a novel in the next. Honey, a memoir is non-fiction and a novel is fiction. Make up your mind. Whatever inflated stories Meghan might try to peddle in this purported memoir, I certainly won't be reading it. Alright friends, now it's your turn to weigh in down below. Earlier today we discussed how Harry has apparently blown through all of Princess Diana's inheritance money that was left to him. So with that cash supply now tapped out, and Harry having ruined relations with his father and brother, what exactly are he and Meghan going to do for money going forward? We don't know, but thankfully it's not our problem to figure out. Let me know your thoughts on this book project of Meghan's in the comments. Do you think any publisher will accept sample chapters from her, or will they reject her proposal outright? I'd love to hear your opinions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with anyone else you think might appreciate the gossip. And if you haven't already, please take a moment to subscribe so you never miss an update. I want to thank you sincerely for watching today. I always appreciate you taking time out of your day to join me. On this of 2024, I wish you and your loved ones a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year ahead. Looking forward to continuing the conversation with you all. See you next time.